Now that I can eat again, I'm going to be making me some of my soup, which is the same thing that I've always made, but I'm just going to show it again because I've got to remember how to do it myself. But it's going to be like a Southwestern chicken soup. So I have a whole can of whole kernel corn and put that in the strainer, and your favorite black beans. I just have bushes, and I put those both in the strainer, and so I rinse off, get all the black bean gunk off of there. Start off with that. Then I just let them sit and drain while I start working on the rest of my stuff. Okay, I add chicken to this recipe because it's a chicken Southwestern soup. And either Dwayne buys me a rotisserie chicken for the week, and I chop it all up, and I can use it in my soup, my salads, just whatever, but that's my main source of protein for the week. Or if I get tired of the rotisserie chicken, he'll grill a bunch of chicken breast, and then I'll have those left over. But I'm going to be using the rotisserie. I'll cut me up some chicken, and I hate getting my hands all greasy in chicken, so we keep latex gloves, just the regular ones from Walgreens. I keep those in the kitchen because there for a long time I couldn't touch raw meat or vegetables at all, and they said if I had to, then I had to have the gloves on. But anymore, I just do it because it keeps your hands cleaner, and you don't get gunk under your fingernails and all that kind of stuff. So I'm gonna chop me up some chicken. That's just one chicken breast off the jumbo size rotisserie chicken, and that's all I'll use in this pot of soup, is just the one chicken breast. Okay, now we're gonna add everything together, and remember, this is what I use as my base of my soup. It's Select Harvest Southwestern style vegetable, and it's only 50 calories per serving. And there is 2 cups in here, which is 2 servings. But it's what I use. I found it's easiest to use as my base. You get some extra vegetables. It doesn't look good as just a soup alone. It looks kind of pitiful. But I put that in there, and then I have a cup of my corn and black bean mixture. Add a cup of that, and I usually add a cup of just pico, but we had like fajitas this last week, and so from our local it's Mexican food restaurant, they make this wonderful homemade pico, and I had that much left over, which isn't enough, and we had leftover salsa, so I'm gonna put that in there, and that gives me a full cup. And so I add that. It's usually a cup of pico, and then I have my chicken. Turn on my burner so it'll start heating up, and I just mix it up, bring it to a boil so it heats the everything's already cooked, and bring it to a boil, and we'll see what it tastes like. I have some more fresh salsa that Dwayne had bought from the grocery store, and if I need to, I'll add some more of that. Okay, the healthy way to eat this would just be to eat this as is right now, and that's how I normally eat it. But today I'm not going to be healthy. Here's a good alternative. We have the leftover chips, homemade tortilla chips from the restaurant, and you just break up a few on the bottom, as many as you want, and you know, that'll give it some flavor. Then you put your soup over the top of it. Ew, that is hot, hot, hot. And then you can crack up a few more chips over the top. Or if you can even buy, I saw now that you can buy like the tortilla strips in the store, where they're like they have in the restaurants. And I'm gonna add cheddar cheese. I like the sharp cheddar cheese, but all we have is like mild. And you just put some of that on there, and just from the heat of the soup, it'll melt. And that is the unhealthy version, which I am going to enjoy today. And that is my Southwestern chicken soup. Ah! Hope it didn't make you guys dizzy. At least the camera didn't fall in the bowl of soup. Okay, this is going to be the second meal I make off of my rotisserie chicken this week. The first one was the soup, and out of that I got 3 servings. And so I'm going to chop me up another part, this other chicken breast. That's going to be my first thing I do. This is just going to be simple chicken and rice dish. And you can make this in a lot healthier ways, but I'm just using what I have on hand today because I can't make it to the grocery store on my own. So I'm going to add 1 can of cream of, I like the cream of chicken and mushroom. You can use just plain cream of chicken or just plain cream of mushroom, but I like the mixture of them both. And it's just one regular can. To that, I added 1 can of water. And you're going to stir and mix that well. And then I have 1 can of rice ready to go. And this is just, I just have a plain old minute rice. That's what we have. But to make this better and more healthier, of course, use, whole grain brown rice. And, that would be, make it a lot more healthier for you. But we don't have that on hand. So I'm going to add that into there. And mix it all up. I have my chicken breast chopped up, and we had just a little bit of leftover grilled chicken from our meal last night, and so I'm going to add all of the chicken breast into the soup and rice mixture. I'll add it together. It's been brought to a boil, and then you just cover and let it sit for, at least the 5 minutes for the rice to soften. I like to let mine sit longer because I like making sure that my rice is definitely soft. Okay, after leaving it sitting for a while, this is what you end up with. And, it's already, the rice is all cooked and soft. Your chicken's all cooked. This will give me probably about 4 lunches out of it. And I just spoon it into a bowl, and salt and pepper to taste if you'd like. And this is, to me, the easy version. You can do it in the oven, in which when Sheldon was growing up and I had to make bigger meals when there were, more of us at home, I made it in the oven and made great big, servings of it. But since this is just me, this is really simple, plain and simple. And, it's easy for me to do, and I can get me some lunch down. Okay, now I'm going to make my third meal. 1, 2, 3, I can count. My third meal out of the rotisserie chicken that we had bought at the beginning of the week. We need to be eating it. But, I used the first breast was for my Southwestern chicken soup. The second breast I used with the chicken and rice. And I'm just going to cut the rest of this up and take the skin off of it. So it's mainly going to be dark meat. I'm going to dice it up, and we're going to make chicken, like a grilled chicken salad. Except it's not grilled, it's rotisseried. This is all the leftover chicken from the rotisserie chicken. And so it's cold, and usually, you know, rotisserie chicken, all the flavor is in the skin. And we take that off. So by the time I get to making the chicken salad, I'm gonna put this in the skillet and put some seasoning on it and heat it up. And that way, Dwayne, he likes his meat to be warm on his salad, and plus it'll give it more flavor. Okay, I have the skillet heating up, and I'm just going to use Crisco spray. If I didn't have it on hand, you know, just lightly grease it. Get chicken in there. It's a lot of chicken. And just going to season it. Here's the toppings for our salad. Dwayne's cut up some fresh fruit. We have an apple, an orange, and we have some fresh grapes. And you can just put on your salad whatever you like. We also in the refrigerator had, you know, some fresh salsa that you could put on there. I have the leftover corn and black beans from my soup that you can top on your salad, like if you want to go in the southwestern direction. And also you could use cheddar cheese with that. Then back here I've got Kalamata olives, and I love these anymore, these deli sliced pepper rings. They're mild. We have blue cheese crumbles, some fresh black grapes, also almond slivers, a good source of protein, mixed jumbo raisins, croutons if you would like them, and I use this salad dressing, which is the raspberry vinaigrette light, and Dwayne likes the Hidden Valley Ranch spicy. And so we'll make our salads. Here's our finished salad. This is mine and how I make it, and this is Dwayne's and how he makes his. So, I mean, really, you just set out the toppings and let each family member do what they want and make the salad that they want. And that's how I get 3 different meals out of 1 rotisserie chicken. And that doesn't mean just 3 servings, because each meal, each time I chop up the chicken, it's 3 to 4 serving size. So we still have enough for like at least 2 or 3 more salads after this.